A 1-2 punch of snow and ice is covering most of Ohio today. Our first round of winter weather has passed and now more is on the way. Most of the state is under a winter storm warning as we speak. Central Ohio's most significant snow event in years has prompted Storm Team 4 to issue a weather alert day all the way until tomorrow morning. Good morning and thanks so much for joining us for NBC4 Midday. I'm ANDREA Henderson in for Audrey Hassan. And this morning we have team coverage to keep you prepared. Our Catherine Ross, she's out on the roads to explain how ODOT is preparing for more snow for tonight's commute and even tomorrow morning. But first, Storm Team 4 meteorologist Liz McGiffin. She joins us now, and you know, looking kind of clear out there at this point, but I feel like we're just not out of the woods at all.
That's exactly right. It's almost deceptive that this morning we had kind of that first batch of snow, but you mentioned that 1-2 punch. We're seeing just a few flurries as we prepare for that next band of snowfall to head our way. And the live Viper radar, here's a loop over the last 3 hours, which really shows over the last hour or so, we've been thinning out some of those snow showers. And as we take a look a little closer, all across the outer belt, really not seeing any of that show up on the live Viper radar. Now what that says to me is that the snow flurries are so fine that they just aren't being picked up by the radar, because most of us still seeing at least a flurry or two out there as we head toward the afternoon. And the closest that would be seeing any of that band of blue would be moving in from the west. So areas like Marysville, Plain City, about the same thing for you, where you're mostly just dealing with the flurries through the afternoon. But we'll continue to watch for a few light snow showers heading our way. That'll only increase though as we head toward the afternoon. Right now 23 degrees, feeling more like 11 outside when you factor in that north to northeasterly wind. And the wind, that's going to be another thing we keep an eye on throughout the day as well. One, because it's going to lower your visibility, and two, because of that significant wind chill, especially as we get gusts through the afternoon and overnight, working their way up to 25 miles per hour. Now here's what we were talking about with that increasing chance for snow through the afternoon and evening. The closer we get to that evening drive, and especially overnight, that's when the snow is really going to be picking up across the area. And temperatures, they are not going to be helping things out either. I'll walk you through hour by hour for how much snowfall to expect, and also who could be on the way for seeing more ice coming up in just a few minutes. In the meantime, though, we do have Catherine Ross cruising around in the NBC4 Mobile Weather Lab powered by the Waterworks, and you've been out there since this morning. How are things looking even now compared to earlier today?
Hey Liz, yeah, good morning. Well, things right now aren't looking too bad. We saw kind of the whole range of things this morning, starting out with some freezing rain, then transitioning into that snowfall. This is what it looks like out here on the west side near the hilltop. We're on Mound Street right now. And it's just wet roads in most places. If we turn down one of these side streets here, we're going down Ogden Avenue, and this is where we're gonna see some more issues. That's where plows haven't made their way through a lot of these secondary or these back roads quite yet. So we are seeing some snow built up on the lane lines on the side of the roads, of course on top of the cars and everything. And this is of course going to continue throughout the day and into tomorrow morning. And so one of the big concerns right now is that refreeze that Liz has been talking about, the potential for that early rainfall or this wet snowfall turning into ice and creating some slick spots, especially in those elevated surfaces, bridges, overpasses, places like that. And right now ODOT tells us that they still have about 200 crews out there on the roads here in central Ohio, treating and clearing out the roads. They plan to be working 12-hour shifts until tomorrow, until the foreseeable future, making sure that everything's clear. So make sure if you see those guys out there, that you give them plenty of extra space. But for now, live and local for you on the west side, Catherine Ross, NBC4.
All right, thank you, Catherine. Those back roads still not looking too good out there. And because of that, some counties, they have already declared snow emergencies today. Fairfield, Franklin, Delaware, and Union County, all under a level 1. A number of counties to our south, they're under a level 2. That includes Athens, Pike, and Ross counties. Roadways could be slick where you're driving, so you're advised to use caution if you do have to be out there on the roads. And many central Ohioans spent some time getting ready for the storm heading our way this weekend. Stores throughout the area were very busy. Grocery store shelves have been pretty well stocked, but some winter weather necessities a little harder to come by. Hardware stores sold out of shovels, and at least 4 were sold out of salt by Sunday.
It's definitely crazier. We've sold more than I think that we have in the past years. We've had people going every day for skids of ice melt that we sell in 2 hours. It's crazy. We've been busy at the register.
And stores are expecting to get more ice melt today, but suggest calling to make sure that it's in stock before you head out the door.